The Cape Town mayor has drawn a line in the sand against the construction mafia. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News in 5. I'm your host Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. It's war on extortion. City targets construction mafia.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing but no war.
The city of Cape Town is taking drastic action to stop extortionists who have been crippling the construction industry. Mayor Geordin Hill-Lewis on Thursday launched an anti-extortion campaign under the slogan "Enough is enough" and appealed to residents to be the eyes and ears of the city in their bid to fight the extortion mafia. So for those of you who may not know, the construction mafia has been a problem in South Africa for years. And basically what they do is they go to construction sites and they go speak to the construction businesses or whatever, the people that are working at the construction site, and basically say, hey, you guys need to hire us because we're going to protect you. And if anyone says no, well, they basically get killed. And in some cases, they weasel their way into the deal of the construction site so that they can get their hands on that tender money. And here's Geordin Hill-Lewis explaining a little bit more of what's going on at the moment.
The victims here are particularly the poor residents of Cape Town, residents here in Khayelitsha who need this bus station, this wonderful My City station that is going to be up and running in a few years' time, but as quickly as possible we want it to be done. We've got a record 11 billion rand infrastructure budget this year. More contractors, more construction sites than ever before. But with that, we've seen a huge spike in the attempt to extort our city contractors.
So the mayor has announced that the city has set up a 24/7 hotline that people can use to send in information about the construction mafia. And if your info leads to an arrest, you get a financial reward.
We've upped our rewards to 100,000, 200,000, 250,000 rand for information that will lead to arrests of extortionists. We are serious about this. We understand that people are afraid to speak out, but trust us, we will make sure that your information is totally anonymous and secret.
And I know that some of you are like, a hotline, what is that really going to do? Don't worry, they are doing more than just a hotline. Law enforcement will also escort city teams and contractors in hotspot areas. From the 11 billion rand infrastructure budget, the city has spent an additional 55 million for security to protect construction sites. A 1 million rand reward is still waiting to be claimed for information leading to an arrest for the murder of city employee Wendy Kloppers, who was gunned down in front of the Delft site on February 16th. So you would think that if there's a 1 million rand reward that people would be, willing to come forward and give some information, but apparently that hasn't been happening. And here's what Geordin Hill-Lewis had to say about that.
After we offered that reward for the murder of Miss Kloppers in Delft, there were a number of, I think 2 community members were shot and their bodies were actually placed at that construction site. And we believe that that was a message from the gangsters that they're not going to let whoever did it get caught because of the reward. They would rather silence them. So I think we basically got an answer, just we didn't manage to arrest them before they were killed by their higher-ups.
Yeah, these mafia guys mean business. And I can't help but wonder, do you smell that? Do you hear that? Election season is in the air. Look, I do want to give the DA the benefit of the doubt because they have done great work in the Western Cape. I've got nothing against Geordin Hill-Lewis. I've met him personally. I think he's a nice guy, but he's still a politician and the DA is still a political party. So I have my reservations. Because here's the thing, the construction mafia, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, has been a problem for years. This isn't something new. And only now you want to start solving the problem? Why not try last year, the year before that? And maybe you have. Maybe you've done a bit of work on it. But now there's like a whole banner and, construction hats and interviews and all that stuff. And now you have a hotline and now you're putting money into security for the construction sites. Shouldn't this have been done ages ago? And it sounds to me like the mafia is not going to take it lying down. The balls that they've got to have to take dead people to a construction site as a message. I mean, that's some Game of Thrones shit.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
So I'll be keeping a close eye on this story to see if arrests have been made. I would really like to see arrests being made. I mean, I hope this isn't some kind of political show. I hope they are very serious about this. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried about Geordin's family and himself. Like I said, I've had this guy on my show. I think he's a nice guy. I got nothing against him personally. But I can't help but wonder if maybe, just maybe, some people in the mafia are not going to be happy about him standing up to them. And let's be honest, political killings are a thing in South Africa, and so are assassinations and hitmen. So I really hope Geordin has put things in place to protect himself and his family. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to check out my comedy special, Crossing the Borders. It was directed by the legend Barry Hilton, and you can watch it on this channel for free. There's a link in the description. It's the first run of that show. And speaking of content, if you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and share this video far and wide. Subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.